Hey, I have a simple request. When you're done watching this, not now, when you're done, call a friend, tell them you just watched this, you liked it, they should watch. Turn people on to us. That way we can do more, better, bigger things for you. Promise. More people watch, you get more better shit at home. You get more better stuff at home. Promise. See ya.
All right, it's time to make something. You know what we're making?
What?
I know what we're making.
We have a counter full of greens.
We're making kale chips.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. My favorite.
Had some the other day, so good. Have you ever made them, Lynn?
Yeah, I made them before.
You know, they're very popular now.
They're super popular.
It's got to be obviously related to the new.
Well, because you know
health
what?
tips.
Because we like crunchy, we like salty, and we don't want the fat and the terrible stuff that's associated with it.
So
right?
it's like a healthy potato chip.
It's basically a healthy potato chip. So look at, you can do this. If you take, look at, here's beautiful kale, right? Oh, that one's
Super
broken.
gorgeous kale.
It's nice. The easy way is you can literally just take your hand and go, boom. The point at which it separates, it's kind of like, you know, when you snap an asparagus.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
You get the heavy woody part in one end that you don't really want, and the other part that's okay. So these have been rinsed. We'll just take them into pieces now and do this.
Huh. You're going to make tiny little guys.
Well, whatever.
They shrink a lot, I'm guessing, while you bake them.
They do.
They do. So I like different sizes, right? So these are all good.
Different
These are all
sizes. Do you remember what happened when I got different sized Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, but this is not the same thing, Max. We don't have to worry about these cooking that your way.
Why?
Because
Why wouldn't a smaller one cook faster than a bigger one?
this is not, because they're all the same thickness, and that's
Yeah,
all
they're
that
all-
matters here.
When I make chicken nuggets at home,
stop it. Don't even start this conversation.
the smaller ones cook faster.
You were wrong and you got schooled that day, and you had to get schooled that day. Anyway, we just fling all these in here, okay? They're mostly dry. You don't want them soaking wet right out of the washer.
No, because they would be like
Right out of the
rubber
sink.
by the time they come out of the oven.
Because they're not really gonna work out very well. So these are dry, and that's good. Okay. Oh, this guy. I forgot.
Now,
about
now
this.
can it be a does it have to be a special type of kale, like the one you got, or could it be? There's
No,
like a lot
well,
of kale.
I like the curly kale. The problem is if you there's some that's really curly, like that parsley. I don't think those guys work very well because they're better if when you put them on the baking sheet that we're going to do if they're relatively flat. And I don't know. I've not made them. Actually, it's my first time making them.
Oh yeah.
Really?
But I've seen it. But here's what I want to do.
So are you improvising spices or just making...
I am. Well, no, salt for sure, but I want. But I'm going to try and I'm going to go with a little chipotle chili powder.
Oh, fancy.
Speaking of spices...
Just a little bit.
Sorry, speaking of spices really quickly, the M spice. Oh my...
The
M
M
salt,
salt?
sorry. I've been using it on everything.
I know, it's nuts,
It's
right?
so good. It kicks up just an egg.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I will not use it here because I didn't want the pepper. I wanted this.
Yes.
I wanted this chipotle. And I'm not going to use very much. Can you see what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because it's super spicy. So
Chipotle salt.
chipotle salt. That's about it. I think this should be fine. Okay, and now to adhere this to this, a little olive oil. If you use too much, you'll be really sorry. So I've maybe a couple teaspoons in here. And now it's this. And really what you're trying to do is you're trying to get like all of the pieces coated with the oil. It'll help it get crispy and it's going to help this stuff stick, right? So we do a pretty good job here. My oven's on to 300 degrees.
While you're doing that, I just want to get a cool shot of this for everybody.
What are you getting a shot of? Oh, that. Oh, yeah, and I just filled it up the other day. I mean, you know, I do the bulk spices most of the time. Chipotle chili powder is not a bulk spice item where I go, so
Right.
I gotta.
If you find a place, tell me.
Dude, do you know how much that thing was?
Oh my gosh.
And it's not even this. It's not even, who makes this? The Morton and Bassett. I like the Morton and Bassett jars.
Yeah.
They don't make it. I had to buy somebody else's brand. This much. This much?
How much?
$9.
What?
Buy 2, get 1 free. I didn't need that.
What?
I didn't want to spend all that much
You
money.
didn't need or want that.
$9?
$9. Okay, so now the salt.
Or how about we just make our own or something?
Yeah, well. Okay, a little bit more and we're there. Oh, you can smell the chipotle from here. So now we want to spread these guys out. You don't want them overlapping. I mean, touching is okay, but if they overlap, the stuff will steam and you don't want steaming.
Oh, these are going to be awesome.
I hope they're going to be awesome.
No, they're going to be awesome, dude.
Hope
Can't
so.
go wrong.
I could go wrong. I've gone wrong before, trust me.
Well, you could burn these.
And I
but
don't
we're-
want to do that.
We're not going to burn them.
I'm going to try not to. When you made them, Lynn, did you turn them?
No, actually. I did
And
not
they were
turn them.
very nice and crispy?
Yes, they're very nice and crispy.
Are they almost like thin enough that you don't need to turn them? Is that it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, here's the deal. We're going to check them. And just see how they turn out. But the thing is that I just don't know. I can't say because I haven't done it. But I imagine that turning them would not be a terrible thing. It can't hurt it.
It probably won't, but I think when you pull them out and you check them, you see some of them don't require, because you're just evaporating the moisture from them, so it's not like even getting the heat directly on them, right?
Right. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'll just even this out a little bit. Spread a couple of these guys over here now. Try and uncurl them if they curl up on you too much. Like that, guys. This guy, I'll put him face down so he'll go like that. Okay.
Yeah, and they're going to bake a little unevenly, but that's like the character of them, you know?
Yeah. And if I smell them, a very little baby hint of the chipotle. I hope I'm not making them too salty.
You might be. You're putting a lot of salt in them, but
Stop it, Master Chef.
hey, it's good.
Hey, you
It's
had a
chips.
season problem, if I recall, once.
I
on that
still have
show.
a
Who are
seasoning
you to
problem.
talk?
I season too much now.
Do you? All right, here we go.
MasterChef seems like so long away.
Doesn't it seem like so long ago?
So long ago.
Yeah, it does.
It was so long ago.
Okay.
Hey, easy there.
Here. What the heck is going on? Wait a second. How is this possible? This has been living in here fine.
There you go.
There you go.
I just had to turn it around. Okay. Don't go away. We're going to take a short, tiny little break. We're going to come back. And you know what we're doing?
What?
Eating
The
chips.
Fave Sam recipe
Oh,
competition.
yeah.
I want to see what happens.
We have a winner.
What are they
we
winning?
do?
They're winning a set of cookbooks.
Hell yes.
All right?
Sign?
Of course.
What do you normally write?
It depends. We'll talk about it when we sit down. I'll see you in a second.
Fine.
If you've watched this show for any amount of time, you know that Perch sponsors us. ThePerch.com on the internet. Kitchen, bath, outdoor, amazing. Look, it's this simple. You walk into one of their stores, you go, oh, I need a sink. You walk into one of their stores, you're like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before. You think I'm making this stuff up because they're a sponsor of the show. Oh no, I'm not making it up. It is the way it happens. You'll be blown away. Go to theperch.com, check them out on Facebook. You'll love them like we love them. It's an amazing store. Amazing store.
Alrighty then. So we had this little competition. It was very simple. Here's what we asked. We asked that you make one of my recipes, take a picture of it, and send it in. While using the hashtag boom FaveSamRecipe. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, the boom meant that it was on my screen and you could see that.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it.
Boom.
No, I want to do that again.
Okay, go ahead.
Get out of here. All right. So we had this little competition. It's very simple. All we ask is that you make one of my recipes, take a picture of it, tweet it to us using the hashtag FaveSamRecipe. Looked like this. Boom! And there it is. Thank you. Nice work in there, Max.
Oh, thank you.
And so that was the whole competition right there. Very simple. We got, I think, 50, 55, 50, 60 entries, which is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Some really good
I
entries
have
in
to
there.
say, for a little modest cooking live cast, we did pretty good. And now, it was completely arbitrary. It was up to us to decide. I decided to decide. So if you don't like my answer, my choice, tough beans.
Tough beans.
Tough beans.
We did ask my mom for some input, but as we were going through the pictures, she was just going.
You know what? She goes off on the weirdest little
I
things
know.
will set her up. She could disregard. What's the word I'm looking for? She could discount a recipe because in her mind it's like too fatty or something.
Yeah. Or it just has something
I don't like
done weird.
I don't like mashed potatoes, so I don't want that one. I finally looked at her and I go, "You're done. I can't. Why am I even listening to you when it comes to this?" So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I guess I could have done the top 10, but I wanted all these ones to be in.
The top 11.
So in no particular order. And then I'll tell you who won at the end. So these are the top 11 that I pulled off. Number 1 is the waffle sandwich,
Yeah.
courtesy of Tom Trush.
Yeah.
Did a nice job on that. He's got the bacon in there, the chicken tender. Can't quite tell if the maple mayo's there, but I'm sure it is there.
Yeah.
Because the recipe without it. And so, by the way, if you're new to the show or if you haven't made any of these things, as we talk about them, put them on your list because people are out there making them. Kathy Harney sends in the chocolate fondue. Have to say I like this one.
Yeah.
Look at the kids.
I mean, you get like extra points for cuteness.
there's
obviously.
action in there too. Yes.
Yeah.
It's good. I like
And
the
wait, I think they. Wait, that was a Bed Bath recipe. Wasn't we did that for Bed Bath? Or have you done this for the yourself also? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so chocolate fondue. Then we go to Deborah White and the salmon taco. Mm-hmm. Love to see it. There you go. It's beautiful. It's exactly the way that I make it. The jicama and the green onion slaw on top.
It's a good slaw,
The little
man.
spicy hoisin underneath. It's a great taco if you haven't made it. And apart from the sweet of the hoisin, it's pretty damn healthy too.
Yeah.
Love that. And I don't know that people think about making salmon tacos, but I think they should. Rachel Hill brings us the very popular, I think, edamame fried rice.
How could it not
Yeah.
be?
Nice shot. Beautiful, crispy looking tofu on there. The edamame inside. The egg that you mix in when the rice is hot. It does the little egg thing. It's beautiful.
Amen.
Nice shot. Like the chopsticks crossed over the top. And we all know, while we're talking about chopsticks, taking a pair of chopsticks and sticking it into food, like if you have a big bowl of rice and you're eating, right, at the table with a bunch of people, and you have to get up to go to the bathroom, or you drop your napkin, and you want to go say hi to somebody. If you take your chopsticks and stand them up in your food, it's a very bad, superstitiously horrible thing to do. Right, Lynn?
It is. It's so is crossing your chopsticks.
No.
I think so.
No. Because back when I was going to dim sum, well, wait a second. First, chopsticks in food imply some kind of death.
Yeah, it does imply death.
I don't know that it means something bad will happen to you, but it just in general means death. So you should not stick your chopsticks into food like that.
Especially not at a Chinese restaurant.
No.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. Bunch of Caucasian people sitting around the table. Nobody's probably going to know, but I'm telling you now, so you should know.
Oh, I'm wrong about the cross one. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
You know why I know you're wrong? Because back in the day when I would go to dim sum,
Yeah.
before they added up, before they did the little piece of paper with their stamps on it,
Yeah.
they would count plates. When you were done, they would take your chopsticks and cross them on top of the table. That meant you guys had paid. Don't give you any more food. Okay, we move from the edamame fried rice to Jeffrey St. Kelly's crazy-looking, beautiful sous vide steak.
Ooh, nice.
Nice job, right? Ladies and gentlemen, therein lies the beauty of sous vide. Wall-to-wall perfection. Whatever the temperature you want. You want it at like 130 degrees, beautiful medium rare, which that looks like. Sous vide will get that for you perfectly. You want a 168 degrees, completely ruined, overdone, well done. They shouldn't call it well done. That implies something good's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
It shouldn't be well done. It should be. They should call it overdone.
Not as well done.
Not as well done. But that's a beautiful piece of steak right there. I see potatoes. I see some shallots, I think, and shrooms. What's off to the side there?
Not really
No, those
sure.
are mushrooms. What is that dark thing?
Onions? Caramelized
Oh,
onions?
maybe it is.
Yeah.
But then I see some onion down here that doesn't have that same color.
And we got the
Anyway.
chimichurri, right?
They all looks like a chimichurri thing, right? Beautiful. Okay. Now, Diane Minnis White brings us the 5-spice, not the 5-spice chicken that we've done, but rather she turned. Okay, who was that?
That's actually my
Wait a
alarm.
sec. What is your alarm telling you to do?
You know, I usually set it for 6:15 a.m. And I think I
Bad
set it
boy.
for 6:15 p.m. this time.
I think you did. All right, so Diane Minnis White took the 5-spice marinade that we used for the chicken and did it with a pork tenderloin.
Oh,
Beautiful shot.
yes.
Very nice.
Good job, Diane.
Very nice. Elisa Cake, love the last name. Egg drop soup.
Nice.
Nice work there. Lisa, thank you very much.
And
And what?
go back.
Yes?
Just loaded with green onion, baby.
Yeah, no, she knows who she's playing
Oh
to.
yes.
You
And
can't
does
pander to
this-
me like
so
that.
does
That's
this next picture.
Too
apparently.
obvious. Jim Brady brings us the black bean salmon. Nice job, Jim.
Looking great.
Really nice job.
That's like a just nicely cut piece of
And
fish.
by the way, if you haven't made the black bean salmon,
you're blowing it.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I really think you should. Because it's delicious and it's 3 ingredients, not counting the green onion or the seeds.
You know, if we have new viewers and they're wondering why there's just dogs walking around in the background,
It's because it's my house.
there you go.
Okay, Addie Corn
Yes.
did the carne asada fries, but
Super fan Addie Corn.
pollo asado fries.
Wow.
Super fan Addie Corn.
nice.
Yeah.
Let's get
Well,
a
that's
closer
good.
look.
By the way,
there.
make those too. Gosh.
See,
the
Addie's
guac
from,
and the sour cream is such a good mix.
We've done a lot of good work on the show. What were you going to say, Lynn?
Addie's from New York, right?
Addie's
Yep.
from New York.
See, we get those here all the time, the carne asada fries. But if
Yeah.
you're in New York, you've never had,
Yeah.
make it yourself.
Make the recipe.
Yeah, it's
Do
an
this.
easy thing to make yourself for sure.
Make the recipe for the carne asada. Eat it one night, but definitely make extra and have carne asada fries the next day. Perfect Friday night, perfect Saturday night kind of meal, and then Sunday afternoon, Bloody Mary, carne asada fries. So good.
Yes.
Jason Baker continues the list with the soft-boiled egg on toast with avocado.
Coming, sorry.
There you go. Why are you so slow in there today?
I'm nothing.
Are you looking at your Facebook?
Yeah.
No, sorry, Twitter. Max is now on Twitter.
No, I'm actually just sorry. I'm doing other production.
Apparently
things.
you
Go
are.
ahead.
There you go. If you haven't made this, it's a very delicious, very healthy. Use a good. He looks like he used that great seedy bread that we were using.
And you know what? It's great presentation.
It's
You
nice
just- you did
presentation,
a nice
too.
job.
Wow, I'm really torn.
I think I'd kind of like the yolk to be a little runnier.
I
if
would
was
too.
gonna eat it,
Yeah,
but
it could have been. Some of it could have leaked a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's
It's
true.
hard to say,
It's true.
but it's hard getting that perfect. But he did a nice job, right?
But
I
here's
think
the-
I did it with a poached egg. This looks like a soft-boiled egg.
Here's the thing, though. In a contest to win a trilogy of Sam cookbooks, you probably shouldn't put them in the picture. Means you already have them.
Oh, that
That's
is true.
true.
That is very true.
point.
And we
Maybe
wanna,
he
we
was
wanna
just trying to
spread the love to
maybe
people
he
who
was just
don't.
trying to kiss my ass.
Yeah, who knows?
It might have worked. We don't know.
Uh-huh.
And the last one, Karen Salser brings us the sticky sweet ribs.
Oh,
And
nice.
if I'm not
this is making me
mistaken,
hungry.
I think I have that tray.
Really?
Well, the bowl that I used to do the kale in is kind of the same thing, but that's a flat version that I feel like I own. I don't know where it is. I was asked Mom if she was here, but she's not here. Okay, so let's see.
So we're gonna choose the winner out of the.
I've already
those
choose the
finalists.
winner. So go off my screen for a second. Let me show you the runner-ups. All right, you
Okay.
ready?
All right.
I got to get to them. Okay, so the first runner-up,
Which means, how many runner-ups are there?
there's 2 runner-ups.
Okay, so this is third place.
I'm going to send the runner-ups a book.
No, nice.
Oh wow, that's
They'll
really
each get a
nice.
book, and the winner will get all 3.
Okay.
Okay, so the first runner-up, wait for it, is, boom, Rachel Hill
Yeah.
and the edamame fried rice and tofu.
Nice.
Thanks for
Congratulations.
participating, Rachel.
Yes, thank you so
nice
much.
work. You'll win a book, baby.
Okay, ready for the next one? Hold
Yeah.
on a sec. I got to get this. Hold on. I could have done this a little bit better.
It's okay.
And here we go.
Number
and
2.
Runner-up number 2 is the boom, Kathy Harney and the chocolate fondue and the lovely kids and the husband who's happy.
They look like they're having a lot of fun there.
And doesn't it look like they're having it right before bed?
And when it does.
Yeah.
Because the little guy's got the bathrobe on.
But it doesn't. When you're a little boy like that. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock and you got your jammies on already.
You got your jammies
right?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a fun thing for kids, huh?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Basically, candy that you get to melted candy that you get to dip good junk into.
Yeah. Oh,
Good junk.
what's better than that?
I don't know.
And she definitely scored points with the little kids. So
yeah, she did.
those are some cute boys.
But it's good. I love the action shots. And by the way, what's that app called? I have that.
The one that does the mosaic and stuff?
I have one. It's called Frametastic. Go back
Yeah.
to the shot. If you haven't used it, folks, it's a free app, and it lets you compile different layouts of pictures, side by side, up and down, 3 in a shot, 4 in a shot. You can get some if you pay for the app, you get a whole lot more options. But it's a really cute way to put a bunch of pictures in one and then send it off to your friends. And that's clearly what she's done. She did a really nice job with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, off my screen for a second. Just let me get this. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Fave Sam recipe goes to, boom, Jim Brady and the Black Bean Salmon. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
God, we have some awesome fans.
And if he thought that, pandering to me with a ridiculous amount of green onions would work, well,
Apparently it did.
apparently it
Guess
did.
what?
But
You
look,
got it.
I think presentation's nice. I like his food styling. It's a good picture. And I have to say, it's one of my favorite recipes. It always
Mine too,
has
man.
been. We make that all the freaking time.
Mine
all
too.
the time, yeah.
Nice
It's
stuff.
great.
Nice stuff.
If you haven't made it, make extra, and the next day, mush it up a little bit with Japanese mayonnaise, a little sriracha, and some more green onion. You won't believe how amazing it is. Like kind of in a sandwich or on a cracker, like as an appetizer thing. It's super good. Okay, I've got kale chips to bring out of the oven and eat, and I want to eat them because I'm hungry, and they're actually kind of good for you. So don't
Wait just 1 second before we head out of here. I just want to say 2 quick things. If you enjoyed all that fun stuff that we just did, why don't you go follow the Cooking Guy on Twitter? His handle is @thecookingguy, and if you just go search the hashtag #FaveSamRecipe, you'll be able to see all the other cool entries
There
that
you
people
go.
did, which we didn't unfortunately have the time to go through all of them, but go up on there and check out everybody else's and support
thank
your
you.
fellow live casters.
Thank you for playing, and we'll
Yeah.
have another competition. This is a great idea. It's Georgie's idea.
Yes.
My assistant Georgie's idea to do this. So we'll
Yes.
challenge her to come up with something else fun.
All right, and one more thing before we go
Oh
is
my
that
God. Yes?
we have an unbelievably awesome Roku channel.
Oh, the Roku people. There are a lot of people on Roku, Max,
There are.
watching us.
Dude, we have lots of fans, and
Can we
if
say
you
how
see
many?
Right
Do
there,
we know?
We have almost 20,000 subscribers on Roku. and
Wow. Nice.
If you
That's
look right
nuts.
there, it says 118 ratings, and what we want to ask you to do is to hop on there and give us as many ratings as you can. 5 stars is obviously our favorite
Like
number.
that. Wait, by the way, go back to that for a second.
Yeah.
I have 14 Emmys. Oh, that says 12 times.
Oh, well, we might have to update that.
And we have to update the wording, too, because it's not a new internet show. We're in year 3 now.
That's true.
Sam
But
talks
anyway,
food, life,
we
using
want you to
agriculture.
go. We want you to subscribe to this channel, and we want you to give us a rating and tell your friends because we depend on you guys to get the word out and to keep us going and to support the show and allow us to do more stuff for you. So it's a simple thing. Get on there, click. That's all we ask.
Nice. Thank you so much. When we come back, a conversation with Squarespace. Don't go away. All right, so let's chat websites for a second, can we?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. So as with any new sponsor, we like to talk to them a little bit and find out what they're all about. Squarespace is particularly interesting to me because of what we've wanted to go through with our own Cooking Guy website. I'll get to that in a second. So let's bring on our guest. It's Ryan Stansky from Squarespace in New York, all the way via Skype. Where is he? There he is. Look at that. The system works. What's up, man? How are you?
Good.
Look, just let me say, we have over the past 7-8 months have been looking at what to do with our own website for me, for the Cooking Guy.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that the prices have ranged anywhere from $5,000 to $13,000 for redoing the website.
It's a big chunk of change.
Now, I do not like those dollars, I have to say. You guys have come along now
with a ridiculously affordable option, but that looks like professionals have worked on it. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean that's what we aim for. I mean,
Yeah.
we try to let other people be able to just create their own websites so they have control and kind of get into that world a little bit. I mean, so many people still feel so intimidated by it, and we want to make it accessible and still beautiful.
Dude, let me tell you something. I am one of those people. Lynn and I have had this ongoing argument for a while now because for the live cast, we use WordPress.
We use WordPress, right?
We a WordPress site, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 days ago, I wanted to put a picture on the website. Tried to do it myself. I jacked up everything. I couldn't do it. It should be as simple as what I think you guys have done, literally dragging and dropping, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it should. I mean that, it's 2014. There's no reason why like a normal individual who knows how to use a computer shouldn't be able to add a picture to their own website, I think at this point. So
That's right. So I think the days are going away where you have to have like a giant corporation or somebody build an expensive site for you. And look, there are other options, other site builders that you can use. But I have to say, I think a lot of them are not all that simple, though they maintain that they are. A lot of them are not that necessarily financially affordable. And I don't think they look very good. You can see them, bloggers especially. Bloggers use these sites all the time, but there's a lot of really ugly sites out there. And they don't have to be like that.
yeah, totally. I mean, the thing about kind of this space right now is there are other website builders out there, and some of them are easy to use, and some of them are kind of okay looking.
Yeah.
And some of them are really flexible and powerful. But the thing is there aren't really any that have all of that. And then and so we've tried to do our best to make something that kind of gives you everything you need in terms of those three things, and then support you beyond that with the customer care and like just kind of simple and flexible pricing. I mean, we've really tried hard to cover all the bases there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
I like that you kind of broken down categories on your site for different businesses. I mean, stores like retail, photographers, bloggers, artists, restaurants, musicians, wedding sites, and you've got templates, beautiful, gorgeous templates set up for people that are generally in those businesses to make their life a little bit easier, right? When they sit down to put this together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that list is really just a few of the customer types that we have, and
right.
That we don't really have an infinite scroll going on the kind of left to right horizontal plane there when you're kind of looking through the site, but those are a lot of the groups of people who have gravitated to towards our company. And when we started, it was primarily a blogging service back in 2004, and then it evolved into something that became way more visual, and it was adopted by photographers and artists and a lot of creative individuals. And then now as it gets kind of built up in one creative industry, other creative industries follow. I mean, photographers listen to music and musicians do photography, and
right.
And you have people who are building wedding sites. I mean, those are getting more pretty and more pretty as time goes on, and people are putting more effort into it. And it's actually neat because we have a very powerful like form builder that people are using when they do wedding stuff. And then we added this like whole built-in e-commerce functionality, which people can use to build a registry or sell food online or sell their music online. I mean,
right.
So all of these things, as our product has evolved, so is our customer base, and it is no longer strictly a blogging platform or even primarily that. I'd say it's a way more visual and creative platform. But what's also neat is that with adding e-commerce is that all these businesses are now coming here as well. And so it's becoming something where, you could be a lawyer or an actor or, a hardware shop and have a gorgeous website, which is pretty cool.
Well,
As long as you have good images, you're really set.
right. So, I mean, let's put it this way. You have to have a website these days. You have to. I mean, you know what? When I read a magazine, I read a magazine with my iPad or my laptop right there beside me because you read an article and you read about a company that does something. First thing I want to do, I want to go look them up and find out more about them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What you guys have done, and clearly you're doing something right because you spent a lot of money for a Super Bowl ad that we played the other day. So, business is coming your way because you're doing the right thing. But I think what's cool is for like $8 a month, correct me if I'm wrong, for $8 a month, somebody can start a gorgeous website right now and do it themselves without having a guy like Lynn, who's really good at the computer, the crazy parts of this, who speaks the computer languages. He speaks all this HTML crap that nobody wants to know anymore.
I want to interject a little bit.
Yes.
I like Squarespace a lot because of the simplicity, even though I know the language. I think that really appeals to people who have kind of a time crunch. Like, it makes things a lot simpler. And while, customization is like a big part of me, I just want a site that looks good out of the box too,
And that's look, I had a conversation with somebody the other day about you guys, and they didn't have a website, and I said, just go take a look and do it. And the guy goes, you know what? I've tried this stuff before. I just can't get my head around it. So he's a little bit older, and he's not grown up with, a mouse in his hand or a laptop on his lap. I said, no, I'm telling you, you got to go take a look. Lynn, will you just play the on the web, squarespace.com, you guys have a demo on there that just really simply shows some of the things that you can do. Lynn will pull this up on the screen. I know, Ryan, you can't see it, but what it is it's showing that pictures, you process them into different sizes. And then when you want to put pictures into a page, it's as simple as dragging and dropping. And resizing is ridiculous. I mean, you just grab a picture, you move it, the copy knows to go around it or beside it or what. I don't know how you figured this stuff out, but you've made this very user-friendly for dummies, basically.
It's pretty cool. I mean, even from a tech standpoint, I think it's
right.
It's pretty, like, that looks, it looks great. I mean, it's just one of those things that you can't live without these, like, type of what you see is what you get kind of editors nowadays, because who has the time to go mess with, like, a bunch of different layouts,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And, I will say what's cool is that if you do know any code or you are a little more techie, like you can actually inject a lot of code into Squarespace and customize it like big time. Like, you can override all of the CSS and get really creative with it if you do have kind of that language and skill set, which is awesome. And I think it's great that you can give people a starting point and get them 75% there, and then let them do the other 25%. And then, again, for that more basic user, like, we have tons of just, hey, change the color this way. Hey, change the size this way. Pick your fonts, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
by the way, I haven't used it yet, but 24-hour customer service. You guys mean that?
Yep, totally. We've had 24/7 customer service for a long time, if not forever. It started out when the founder started the company, he was actually doing it all himself.
Oh, he was
just answering tickets all the time, like, kind of getting the company started. And he did that for a long time, ran the company by himself until he just about broke. And
right.
Then he, hired someone on, and man, that's been a huge part of our business, I think, and something that's very special and has set us apart from tons of other companies, not just other companies in the tech space, but other companies in general, is our customer care. And it's cool because it's always been email, not phone support. So it's all been email. And then I want to say around a year ago, we rolled out live chat, and that's been awesome. And these folks on customer care are, we have an office in Ireland now with customer care people, and we have an office here in New York, and there's a lot of them, and it's a blast. Like, you go into their office and it is like, such a fun time, and they're all enjoying what they do. And
well, I think the 24-hour part is important, because think about small business owners. They're going to be working on this stuff when they're finished at their small business, which is 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. And if they get jammed up on something or have an idea of something that they want to do that they hope is going to be brilliant and they need to be talked through it, it's nice to know that there's going to be people there to do that with them.
Yep. And that customer care, it is like super fast. Like, you shoot in an email, you'll have a response within, usually 10 to 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
It's
pretty cool.
It's sometimes a lot faster. It's crazy. It's amazing.
Here's what I've done. I've likened what you guys do to what I do, except just in a different business. I say if you want to eat well, you want to be great, and you want it to be simple, you go to Sam the Cooking Guy. I think if you want to build a website, you want it to be beautiful, you want it to look great, but you want it to be simple, you go to Squarespace. Sound right?
Works for me.
All right. Well, I should say this. I forgot this part. If you go to Squarespace, when you go to the checkout part, if you buy the service, put my name Sam in at the little box, and you'll get 10% off your order, which at $8 a month is still 10%. I mean, it's not that much, but A, who doesn't want that? And B, $8 a month? Are you kidding? It just sounds too cheap to me. But it starts off people with a gorgeous site the way they should be. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, and I suppose you are, don't have a crappy looking website. There's no excuse for that anymore. And you don't have to have one. When I want to make a significant change to my stuff, my Cooking Guy website, I have to email a guy, and he does it, and then I get the bill at the end of the month for that work. I don't want to have to do that. And that's why I found you guys.
Did you just can your web guy on air?
No, I didn't can my web guy on air, but we're going to move ourselves towards Squarespace, and then I can do it. I'd like to make changes. I want to put stuff on my homepage at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm up and I've got an idea. Take a picture of something that I've just made or what my fridge looks like. I can't do that stuff, and that's the thing that drives me insane.
As a web guy, Sam, that's okay. You should be able to do things yourself.
I should be able to. And I say thank you, Squarespace, for, I don't understand the name, but thank you, Squarespace, for filling the void that was there. Hey, what does the name mean anyway?
The name of Squarespace, where did it come from?
Mm-hmm.
That's a it's kind of a secret.
It is a secret. Okay, well, you don't have to tell us.
Maybe we'll reveal it one day if you guys decide to make it not
secret.
secret.
Maybe we'll reveal it in like a special episode.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan Stansky from Squarespace. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
You bet. It was a pleasure.
Great having you here. Can't wait to see what our stuff starts to look like. We'll start working on it very soon. And we'll reveal to people as we go the progress that we're making, because we'll have to have them side by side. Regular website and then the one that we're working on with you guys, and let people see the progress. And I will ask people what they want to see in my website. I will solicit suggestions because
crowdsourcing.
I look at my website one way, and I'm sure people on the other side look at it a completely different way. Anyway, I forgot to mention, when you build it on Squarespace, it automatically, what's the word, Lynn? It automatically makes itself so it's good on mobile, right?
Yeah, it's I use the term responsive design. I don't know if that's the term you guys throw around too.
That's the big buzzword.
It is responsive design.
Yep.
Right. So my Cooking Guy website is currently not optimized all that well for mobile.
Sam, it's not optimized at all. For mobile.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lynn. I appreciate that. So that will be fixed too. And I know that that's something that people have been bugging me about. Anyway. All right. I've spent enough of your time. Ryan Stansky, thanks a lot. I appreciate you being here with us today.
You bet. Thanks, Sam.
Man. See you.
See you guys.
All right, simple. Squarespace.com. Check them out. You start for as little as $8 a month, I think. And if you buy the service, my name's Sam, 10% off. This is 80 cents.
Is it really that cheap?
Would you walk past 80 cents on the street if you saw it?
No.
I wouldn't.
Not at all.
When I sweep my garage,
that's pretty close to $1 right there.
Which I need to do. I have a big pile of like dirt and dust and whatever junk has fallen on the ground. Any coins that's in that pile, even a penny, I will pick up. My dad drilled that into my head. But then I worry about hantavirus. You know what hantavirus is? It's that thing that you can get from mice droppings, and every so often I'll see like a little...
Do you have mice in your garage?
No, I don't know if they're in the garage or they're traveling through.
You know what mice droppings look like.
Yes, every so often I'll see one, not regularly. But I'm sweeping that up, and I go, oh, there's a nickel. I got to get it. And I pick it up, and I go, oh, God, am I going to get hantavirus now? Because my face was down close to this. All right, this is a food show.
Let's not talk about it. I heard it sticks around for a long time, so even if it's old mice droppings or mouse droppings.
Oh, my God.
Just be careful, man.
Now I'm all pissed about that. Okay, we come back, and we cook. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
And here they are. Check them out. Look.
Whoa, whoa.
Did you hear that? Wait, watch this.
Wow. That is so crunchy.
It's like eating a chip, man. It's probably louder than a chip.
It's like eating a chip. Look at that.
Dude, that looks great.
Yeah, they do. I have to say, you know what? I probably didn't need to give them the extra love with the salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't need that at all. They got enough.
I think the moral of the story is, yes, it's kale and it needs to be seasoned, but just be careful.
Yes, it's kale. It needs to be seasoned, but be careful. Yeah. But then you just stack them all up like this. And the point is that because they're kale and because there's almost like nothing on them, you can eat 1,000,000 of them.
You could. And you
Yeah.
should, because you can't really keep these overnight. They'll wilt.
No.
Yeah.
There you go. 1,000,000,000 kale chips. How nice is that? Make them for people that you love. They're fun, they're easy, and then you get to do this. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You're kidding?
Oh my gosh.
They can hear that up the street.
No kidding. That's guilt-free, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I know what I'm doing for the next 10 minutes. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Friday, let me think about this now. Friday. I'm doing a flatbread thing with clams. You're good with that?
Oh, yes.
Clams.
Definitely.
Flatbread. Love it. Don't eat bad food. Tell your friends about us. Make something different to eat. Don't make the same thing all the time. I'll see you in a couple days. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.